it's about that time we decided we were going to do something a little bit different today, add some different elements to what we already do. It's going down there, trying to figure out ways to break the algorithm. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to all our channels, all our different platforms. Boss Talk 101, Boss Talk 101 Prime Time. It's crazy. We got to get it done, though. Boss Talk 101, where the boss is talking.
What's good? What's good? What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, coming at you all the way live. I'm in your space. I'm in your face, and I'm definitely blessed to be here on this wonderful day. It is August 22nd, 2026 here in the great state of Mississippi. And you are locked in to Primetime Network. I am Big G, your host. And you tuned into Industry Talk. We are live at 5. It is 5:02, as a matter of fact. We are live at 5 here on the Primetime Network. And welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us, everyone across the board that locks in with us no matter where we are. Scoot Wayne 21, what it do, man? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party. Stay locked in with us. Excuse me, definitely stay locked in. We got a hell of a show today. A lot of information to get out to you guys about things that are going on. Everything's a little fluid right now. Really fluid. So, I want to keep you guys in the loop. So we're going to pick up where we dropped off early this morning. I'm going to kind of carry the conversation a little more because it was a good topic. And I must say that it was inspiring to talk about and talk to and engage with individuals this morning that, didn't have a problem with bringing up things in their past, and not necessarily, things in their past like it was some bad thing, but things that happened in their lives that they didn't mind bringing to the table, because we were talking about domestic violence, and I was talking about drafting or doing a video, you know, um, public service announcement as it relates to violence, domestic violence, the things that they don't want you to see or take into consideration, you know, because we see the violence, we see the end product. We don't see what's going on in that relationship throughout and what built up to that point, or if in fact these individuals engage in this type of behavior and that's their communication language. That's how they, I'm not saying it's healthy, I'm just saying that's how they display their love for one another, by undoubtedly beating the hell out of one another. And this isn't in relation to what they call a Stockholm syndrome. No, this is not this. Whereas you've been held captive and you've grown some affinity for your captor, you know, so much so that you don't even try to escape because you think that's your brain has conditioned yourself to just stay in the shit, so to speak. You've been so traumatized that you don't even remember your normal life. They have cases like this. These aren't things that I'm making up. But then you have individuals that are in situations, abusive relationships, where no matter what a family member or friend, you know, a sibling may say, they're always going to return, or they always put themselves back into that situation. And even if they get to a point to where they get tired of that situation and they leave and figure out a way out and break away from that, if they do not get help to repair the trauma, to repair the dysfunction, to repair how the brain is in disarray, then what's going to end up happening inevitably, and unfortunately, they end up back in the same type of situation or relationship that they just gotten out of. Once again, being abused or being the abuser. And I want to shine a light on that. I want to sit there and film those occurrences and the dynamic of how that works. From the impact of getting, you know, getting the top knocked out your head, swept off your feet, and then later on that night, you're in between the sheets. So you know, don't hold me as though I'm the individual that makes this shit up in people's lives. No, these are things that actually take place in people's lives. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to sit there and bring it to the table, because I'm definitely interested in filming that. I need some actors and actresses that are willing to play the role. And when I say play the role, I mean like really get into the role, you know. And sometimes that takes people that have been in abusive relationships, and it's hard to film that because they might get triggered. And then you send them spiraling into a depressed state because now they remember, or now they're having flashbacks, or now they're having, yeah. So, you know, I'm looking for actors and actresses that are ready to play that position and take a stab at domestic violence public service announcement that we can disseminate to the people. I think that'd be dope. We also had an opportunity. JB is out in the DFW area. He's out in Dallas right now. He and Bubba Dub are working the Improv out in the Arlington area, and the shows are sold out. Yeah, tonight's shows, both shows sold out. So I think they have reserved tickets. If somebody drops off, can't make it, you might get called up. Like, hey man, we got a ticket. You think you're gonna make it? You know, they're gonna keep on going down the reserved list. But as of now, if you hadn't gotten tickets, you asked out. You might have some room to get some tickets tomorrow. Um, if you can, definitely touch base with the Improv. Get those tickets. Get those tickets. Get those tickets. That's all I say. Um, JB had his cousin Q, who is the manager of Minx, M-I-N-X, Minx, an artist and an artiste. And we had a great conversation. Midday, 1 o'clock, 1:15, somewhere around there. Go back, check out the interview. Great conversation, great personality, great artist. Um, her and her wife are making their way through this industry together. And I do believe that they're doing everything the right way, because they're not just following the leader, so to speak. And so when I see those types of things and I hear those types of responses, I ask particular types of questions, it also lets me know that, there's a lot that, they're missing, but they're also willing and susceptible to learn. So that's the beauty behind that part of it. They want the information. So, when I hear those types of things, my antenna go up. I get really excited because now I know that, hey, these are projects and people that really want this. It's not like, hey man, I got it, I know it, I'm good. No, I got what I got, I know what I know, but I don't know everything. And if you have something to offer, please put it on the table. And I am the type of individual that will put it on the table. So looking forward to building that relationship. Looking forward to some positive things happen that way. Uh, Minx, ladies and gentlemen, definitely to definitely tap into that situation as we begin to present different artists, because she did say she'd agree to come back and do an artist profile with us as well. Let me get to some of these comments before I go too much further. See if anybody's talking to me. Let me switch screens. Let's see. Okay, what's going on, Angel? What's going on, Brother Jonathan Shaw? Been in here all morning laughing my ass off. Oh, that's not what she said. She said LMAO, ladies and gentlemen. But y'all know what it means. Okay. So it's not me cursing. It's not me using explicit language. It's the audience. So don't blame me. It's my audience. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I do realize that all of my audience, they cuss like a bunch of drunken sailors. So don't hold it against me. All right. Jonathan Shaw is in the building. What's going on, Jay Shaw? Great show today. Inside Speaks was a great show. It was good to see you had daddy duty today with the boys. That was awesome. Tanner sitting there keeping it live on the stage today. He even took over the control booth. I love to see that interaction. Let's see what we got here. Nicole Alexandra. She is great. Okay. Great at what? Because I don't know who that is. Lena Issa. She is great. Okay. Great at what? Because I don't know who that is. Let me find out. Tell me who these people are, Amber. Amber Shauna Williams, my sister, is an amazing, amazing. Just stops at amazing, but might be busy. I don't know. Okay, okay. Amber Shauna Williams, Taylor Simone. We've interviewed Taylor before. I ought to pull back that old video of Taylor on Primetime. Yes, actually, she sat down in Dallas in the Dallas studios and did an interview with the Primetime Network. We'll be at the show tomorrow. Tickets already purchased. Nice, nice. Jay Shaw will be at the show. Angel Williams will be at the Sunday show, at the Bubba Dub show, with our good man Jarrell Braswell. I love hearing it. I love hearing it. Sent you audio as well. LMAO. Sent me audio of what? What kind of audio did you send me, Angel? Actors. Actors. Ah, okay, they'd be great actors. Okay, okay, for the domestic. Ah, gotcha. Now I told you I'm slow. I mean, box of rocks, man. Come on. All of those guys are actors. Yes, and I think we might be able to pull that off. Let me see. Let me go take a look. That'd be good. Let's see if we can pull some. I'm gonna go take a look at them in a minute. But I know Taylor. Okay, yeah, I know Taylor. Um, Amber, Shauna Williams. Okay, and Nicole Alexandra. Okay, all right, good stuff. Well, like I say, reach out to them, see if they're interested. See if they're interested, and let's try to pull this thing together, And I will be working on the script. I will be working on the dynamics of it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, people think they know triggers or people's triggers. What gets someone, uh, you know, riled up and to the point to where they'd actually want to strike another person. And we're not just talking about two niggas in the street. We're talking about the person that you lay next to every night. You got to wake up with the person that cooks your food, the person that helps you make a home. But you would much rather beat them to a pulp. Yeah, we need to address that. We're going to address that. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. Okay. Jonathan Saw says Amber is big time. She's the real deal. And I'm gonna be honest with you, um, Angel. I half the emojis that people send me, even if I can see them, like on my phone, I can't see them, so I don't know what they are. They're so small. And even if I expanded my Android screen, since y'all know I work with the Android, I still don't even know what they represent outside of the laughing emoji or the little mad emoji, stuff like that. So most emojis, I have no idea what they mean. Um, my baby sister, she's on The Chosen. Okay, cool. What is The Chosen? Let me go follow this and see what the Chosen is. Is that a movie? It's The Chosen. I don't watch a lot of movies, y'all. So don't hold it against me. Um, okay. She's got her IMDb in order here. Amber Shauna Williams, actress. The official acting page for Miss Shauna Williams. Okay, I'm just doing a little research, right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't hold it against me. Trying to find out who these individuals are. Coast to Coast Talent Group. Joseph Le Talent Agency. Okay. She's got a lot of credits. All right. Commercials. Live events. Okay, educational training, skills, language, English, Spanish, athletic skills, track and field, long jump, triple jump, hurdling, volleyball, basketball, jump roping, no, scuba diving, billiards. You go from Jacques Cousteau to pool hall band. All right, okay. Bowling, various dialects and accents. Okay. Okay. All right. So she's got a list of everything that she's got going on. She's 5'8", 129 pounds. Now this is interesting. Sword fighting, aerobics, badminton, basketball, bowling, combat, of course on stage, fencing, hula hoop, jump roping, motorcycle riding, 2 up, 1 down. Okay, let's see. General, ping pong, rodeo, bull run. All right, now, come on now. Who making these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? You know, I done put some shit in my resumes before, but bull riding. Okay, all right. I digress. I will not. I will until I get an opportunity to talk to Miss Shauna, Amber Shauna Williams myself. All I can do is read to you what is before me. But what is based on this resume, this young lady needs to run for fucking president. That's all I got to say. She needs to run for president. Yeah. I'm just making sure I don't see heart surgeon, brain surgeon on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And if in fact, you know, oh no, don't try to get Jay to co-sign for your sister. Don't do that. Don't put Shaw in an awkward position to where he's got to agree and co-sign, or else, you know what I'm saying, you gonna hold it against him. He gotta sleep on the sofa, or you know what I'm saying, he can't. You know, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not saying she's not on point. What I am saying is, there's a lot. There's a lot that I gotta unbox with that resume. I believe her. Believe me, I believe her. I do believe her. Now, is The Chosen? Was that the one when the ladies were in a cult or something, or nuns or something, and all that kind of stuff? All right, y'all let me know what The Chosen is, because I'm gonna have to go check it out. Because I don't. It's like a series. Isn't it a series? I'll figure it out. I'm gonna check it out. Well, wait a minute. They sent me the link. Let me see what the link is here. The Chosen. The Last Supper. Oh no, I was way off. Shit. Okay. This is The Chosen. The Last Supper. Watch now on Prime. Okay. 6.4 million followers. Am I seeing the right thing? What was she doing in this movie? Because it looks like it dates back to when they were talking about Jesus Christ. So yeah, let me know. But I will go check it out. Was I on the right movie? But I'll go check it out. Anyway, back to the business. Back to the business. 'Cause I'm gonna have to go check it out. 'Cause I don't. Is it on the right movie? But I'll go check it out. Anyway, back to the business. 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 Back to the bu it's a series and 2 movies. Okay. All right. I'll definitely go check it out. Well, and congratulations to Miss Amber Shana. Hopefully I'm saying it right. I think it's Shauna Williams. Um, Now I have another actress to go follow. Awesome. Awesome. Just all kinds of talent. All kinds of great people in that family. Wow. I can't wait to interview Miss Angel to find out about everybody, you know, in her family and everything that they've got going on, because they got some heavy hitters uh, in the sibling ranks. Yeah. And she's not getting beat across the head like some of the people like. Okay, okay, all right. Well, my domestic violence um, situation, oh, they're gonna be somebody getting the top knocked out the head. You know, that's just a part of the whole domestic violence thing. That's the drama. That's the, you know, yeah. Yes, I need men too, definitely, because I'm not an actor. I can't act too well, you know. Yeah. Let me try it. Let me see what I'm saying. Let me see if I can get that out. I'm getting into, you know, character. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta give you an opportunity. Because I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor. Okay. I gotta set the scene. Got to set the scene. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You did what? You put sugar in my motherfucking coffee. Bitch, you know I don't like no motherfucking sugar in my motherfucking coffee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm the next motherfucking Samuel around this bitch. Shit. Y'all ain't see that coming. Hmm? Yeah. Dramatic pauses. And domestic violence can be over any goddamn thing. You know what I mean? I don't like no motherfucker. I like my coffee black, bitch. Oh, y'all ain't know I was still acting? Oh, okay. Yeah. So y'all tell me, scale of 1 to 10, where I'm at. Where I'm at. Be honest. That's why I'm not in any movie roles, because I'm not an actor. I don't even know how to go through the dramatic phases of, you know, emotions, because my emotion is the same emotion. Yeah, that's my emotion. Y'all want to see my happy face? Okay. Yeah. My sad face. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My curious face. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My emotionally distraught face. My I'm about to bust your ass face. You see, so when you have so many different levels to yourself, it's kind of hard to, you know, it's kind of hard to put yourself out there and let folks, you know, because they don't take you serious. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that you're ready for this. Come on, man. So if in fact we have some uh, actors and actresses that are ready and willing to participate, we're here for it. You know, I haven't pulled together the information or even the script. But when we start doing the casting for it, well, I'll let you know. It ain't gonna be no more than about, you know, 2 to 3 minute film, 5 at the max. So, you know, it's not like we're needing a whole lot of time, but I need some really good dramatic actors and actresses that can read the lines, improvise the lines, and kind of put a little bit of themselves into it. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. You see how much I put into it. You got to have that kind of fervor and vigor and joie de vivre when it comes to the acting. I am a thespian. I didn't say I was a lesbian. I'm a thespian. Or maybe I am yeah, I like women. I'm a lesbian. Yeah, yeah. So does that make me a lesbian? I don't know. Y'all answer the question. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Yeah, I'm a Homo sapien. But does that make me a lesbian? No. And I had Minx and her wife on today, and I let them make it, y'all. I let Minx's wife make it. And I know y'all probably sitting back wondering, why that nigga don't say some slick shit? Because I didn't, you know, I just met him. This is my first time meeting him. And everybody doesn't take my dry, fucked up ass humor right. Okay? So when she said her name was Q, I was about to gear up to go into my LGBTQ type shit, but at the same time, you know, I didn't know enough to, you know, jump off into that deep into the pool until we broke the ice a little bit more. And yes, I understand that that's JB's cousin, and of course JB has his lady man gentleman joke. Of course they're both, you know, in a relationship, they're partners, they're life partners, but I didn't know them well enough to really go in about their sexuality and have a good time with it, or at least have some fun with it. So I took it in a different direction, and we still had a good time and had some fun. But that's one of the icebreakers that we've talked about on this show before. You know, you've got to get to the point to where you can have relatable conversation with people about the things that they're into. Not as though you're chastising them or making them feel bad. Just like I told you before, you know, I know people and I have friends that are homosexuals, and I talk to them just like I talk to partners that aren't homosexuals, right? We might not like the same thing when it comes to your sexual preference, but I'm not gonna hold that against you in terms of me having a conversation with you. You ain't hitting on me. You ain't fucking me. I ain't worried about you. But I'm not going to hold my conversation when it comes to us having a guy conversation and just, you know, shooting the shit, roasting one another, having a good time, you know. And shit, if you gay and you my partner, nigga, you know that's optional. You old sweet chuck ass motherfucker, you know goddamn well I'm coming at you. So that's why I don't fucking sit back and don't say nothing. Because they know, nigga, shit, he ain't got no sense in his head. And he not being mean or malice, he just ain't wrapped too tight. So whatever come out of his mouth, don't take it personal. He mean what he say, but don't take it personal because it's just, shit, you can talk about my mama. You can talk about my mama. So what you mean tell me I can't? Okay. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I had all kind of shit that I could have thrown at him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. But I didn't. I sat back. I sat back. If you watch the show, then you know, man, I could have ate their ass up today and had some real good fun with it. But they probably would have cussed me out and got mad at me. You know what I'm saying? But I want to build a really nice working relationship with these guys because they're good people. They're really good people. Let's see. Attorney in Motion. What's going on, man? Good to see you in the show. Good to see you here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. Do we have something for you guys? I do. I really do. Is it over here? Let me see where I put this stuff. Where did I put this information? Um, Monday, we're gonna kick back off with the tutorials, the language tutorials. I've got to find tutorials that aren't going to hit me with copyright strikes, because some of the videos that I was using, they don't want me to use them, so I won't use them. I will find ones that don't have a problem with me using their educational content, because that's what it is, educational content. Why wouldn't you want people to use your educational content in, never mind. Oh well. Artist. Yes, artist. This is for you. This is for you. And I want to give you the details and this information because I'm going to be pushing this out here pretty soon. If in fact you want to get your record in rotation on prime time radio, we can make that happen. We can make that happen. You do realize our signal is everywhere, right? And I mean that. Literally, our signal is everywhere. So I will be pushing out. Let me see if I'm going to email myself this link so I can show you. Like I said, me explaining is one thing, but me showing you makes it a little bit easier. So, yeah. Okay, let me do that one. I'm going to do that link right there. Okay. And I'll send it to myself. Give me a minute, give me a minute, give me a minute. Don't hold it against me. I told y'all I don't multitask. At least I'm being honest. Telling you the truth. I like to take my time and focus. Let's see. All right. So that should be on the other side of the window. She has some nice paint. Yeah, she has some nice paintings too. Minx has some really nice paintings. Let's see here. Did it come in? Did I send it to the right? Ah, there we go. Let me open that up. All right. I sent the wrong thing to myself. That don't look like nothing like what I need to be looking at. Hold on a second. Hold on one moment. Well, you hold on one damn minute. Let's see here. Nope, nope. And even a bigger nope. Is that it? That's the radio station. Get into rotation. Here we go. There it is. All right. I found what I was looking for. I did send myself the wrong information. My apologies. So one moment, please. I thought I had it, but I didn't. And I gotta go back and correct that, because if I don't correct that, that's gonna be a problem. I'm glad I saw what I saw, but what I saw wasn't what I needed to see. But it was good that I saw it because I know now I need to make a correction on something. And I will address that when I get off this live today. Uh, let's see here. But for the artists that are out there that are interested in participating and getting your music in rotation, right? Okay. You will start seeing this information. Let me make this bigger here, and hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me come over to this screen here, and I will, no, wrong screen. This screen. Okay. And so now let me get to the big screen so I can see what the hell I'm looking at. All right. So if in fact you want to get into rotation, independent artists that want to get into rotation, all right, this is for you. Submit your radio release for consideration on Prime Time Radio. All right. You hit the submit button. Okay. And if you're already logged into our system, which a bunch of you are not, of course I know you're not. Yeah. Tap in, submit your music, go through the process, go through the artist login. If I hit this, you're not going to see the artist login screen because that's not the screen that I'm sharing. This is the screen that I'm sharing. So since I'm showing you this, it goes through each step and how it works. So number one, create your profile, sign in and tell us who you are as an independent artist. Number two, submit your record. Send the clean or dirty version, it doesn't matter, or both, radio ready. Release your artwork, your links to, all of your social media, because we're not just wanting a part of who you are. We want the whole package as it relates to who you are as an artist. Your programming preview or review, we'll review it. Step number three, the team will review the quality, if it fits, if you have all of your metadata, and broadcast readiness. And when I say metadata, we do reporting to ASCAP and to BMI, and to PARS and to any other PRO that requests our information from radio spins or our digital broadcast radio spins. Okay. And we report because we keep an accounting of what it is that we do, and we pay into a system already so that the artist that we spin on our station receives royalties from the number of spins or in rotation that they get. And the only way that they can actually calculate those numbers is by us giving them our reports, and they calculate the number of times that your record actually streamed through our network. So get in rotation. You get approved, record becomes eligible for scheduling and airplay reporting. And that only happens if you have everything in place for that record. And here we go. Bring the record, artwork, and your rights. So here's everything that you're going to need. Your files, your cover art, clean or explicit, either which way it goes, rights, ownership, and broadcast authority certification. I need to know that you have permission or the authority as either the owner of the music, the management, whatever the case may be, the rights to actually allow us to use the music, ISRC, release links, credits, publisher data, and when is it going to be made available to the public. So you can run through these things and see for yourself everything that's needed. And this is a very important note that I want you guys to understand, right? Because I don't want people to be confused. Primetime radio participation, submission, acceptance, airplay, rotation, interviews, promotion, advertising, featured placement, or any other primetime radio service does not constitute a recording agreement, a management agreement, publishing agreement, distribution agreement, employment relationships, partnerships, joint venture, agency relationships, or affiliation with Freeway Records, LLC. Primetime radio participants remain independent artists unless a separate written agreement expressly establishes another relationship. Remember that. So, if you have your MP3, stop sharing that right now and get back over to here. If you have your MP3, or if you have your files and you're ready to go, and you want to get into our rotation, I'm more than happy to help you. Yeah, more than happy to have you. And it doesn't cost you a dime. Doesn't cost you a dime. But if it's not, believe me, the team is not going to approve bullshit. It's not. Now, getting to rotation is one thing. Everything else that comes with it, the services, the a la carte services that we provide to help promote, campaign, roll out, advertisement, yeah, all of that costs. But we don't do the pay to play thing. No. No. If your music's good enough, I want to play it. If you have the rights to the music, yeah, I want to play it. If you can give me permission to play your shit, yeah, I will play your shit. And you will be credited for through our station, unlike any other. And you tell me how many labels that are out there that actually provide this for their artists, the discovery part of the distribution. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got it like that. Mm-hmm. I can tell you, man, everything that we do is in support of the artist and making sure the artist is protected. Yeah. Now, before I get out of here today, it's been a very long day, like Shaw said on his live at 10 o'clock. It's been a long day, you know. He's sitting there telling us, hey, man, him and his wife been up since 2 in the morning, putting in that work. He didn't get an opportunity to go relieve that stress and hit the trails and do some rucking. He was in the room. He was working. He was grinding. He was in the office putting that shit out. Now, one thing I gotta say. You gotta keep it fun. You gotta keep it exciting. You gotta keep it, because when it becomes work, when because we're building something. We have established parts of this entire network, from Boss Talk Podcast 101, Primetime, and the subs that we have that are part of what we do. But when you start to venture off into new territory and want to assist individuals in building something that they already have, a grasp on, a true hold on, it makes it easy. Number one, because they're consistent and they're good at what they do. But you also don't want them to burn out. So, Shaw, I don't want you to burn out because you're going so hard, right? And everything is just phenomenal. And you don't want this to become work, because initially you started with this being your way to release, to be that outlet, you know. And now you've become a major marketing tool. You're getting to that mogul status, whereas, hey, what I say is. And the reason why it is because we're promoting it as such, and I can show you why it is. That's where you're headed. I can see it. I can look down range and know that the eye is on the prize, but I don't want you to get burnt out. Right? Yeah. We had a great conversation also with, like I said, we talked with Minx and we talked with Q at 1 o'clock today, somewhere around 1:15. We also had an artist interview, artist segment with Quest. Mr. Quest is out there doing some major things with his new record that's hitting all platforms, all major platforms, radio stations out in California, primetime radio here in Mississippi, and of course, you know our frequency is everywhere. But big shout out to SemiQuest and his entire team for what they have going on and the way that they're actually rolling out this new record. It's awesome and refreshing to see talent taking advantage of what it is that they do, and it's being great as an artist, as a person, as a human being, with good music, refreshing music. And I'm not saying that he doesn't have some of that Uncle Luke shake that ass music. Oh yeah, he definitely got some of that. He definitely got some of that. But what I am saying is that, you know, he's making all of the right moves, touching base with all of the DJs, staying in communication with all of the clubs, promoting the models that he has in his network. You know, these guys are really A1. So big shout out to Quest, Jonathan Shaw, and Quest Promotions, and everything that these guys got going on. Big shout out to my brother Triple P, comedian Triple P, out there, you know, steady putting challenges to the table for every comedian that is ready and willing to step up to the plate. Yes, indeed. Big shout out. I have something that I want you guys to lock in with. Let me see if I can find. I gotta find my stuff, peoples. Oh, okay, there it is. There it is. All right. And we're gonna close out with some information. I told you earlier this morning that I've been receiving anonymous threats from a crazy motherfucker. No, I'm kidding. See, that's the acting. You know, it's just coming in and out. You know what I'm saying? I just had to show y'all that side of me. Yes. Camera angles on that one. But look, we have some information I want you guys to sit back and ingest and consume. You've been hearing my voice through the duration of the hour. And I told you earlier this morning that I'm going to start running different segments of audio clips from Angel Williams' blog. And today we're talking about tenants. Yeah. So sit back, strap in, take a listen, and enjoy. And if you get time, make sure you go over to rawtruthnovels.com and lock in with the books. Yeah, lock in with the books. And definitely join her newsletter and her um, audio blog, daily journal, audio journal, and written journal. And pay attention to how you take a vision and taking your vision and you're boxing it up. You're making sure that everything, all of the, when you gift wrapping things for Christmas, you're making sure that all the lines on the paper, the wrapping paper, are straight, right? You don't just wrap it up and no. You want to make sure that the lines are straight. That when you sit there and you fold it and it looks like a professional wrapped gift, the box is seamless. And you wrap it off with the bow. That's what you're seeing being developed right before your very eyes. That's what you're seeing Jonathan Shaw and Angel Williams are doing with her books, how she's promoting it, how she's pushing it, how she's getting it out to the public. And you're getting, the foreshadowing or the prelude of what's to come within her audio content that she's giving you. Some of it relates to her books, some of it relates to personal thought, some of it relates to things that may trigger her through shows that she sees, episodes that her or movies that her and Shaw may watch. But she's being consistent with something and building this platform to sell her books. And it ain't even about the books. She's giving you insight into her life and into her soul. That's very difficult to do because you're opening yourself up and being vulnerable to what the world has to say about you. You might not like what they say. Not that it matters, but you might not like what they say when you open yourself up like that. So when you do that and you expose it, and of course when you're a part of our family, we rally behind the troops. We rally everyone up and we're in full support. And we show you the care and compassion and the love that we have for your efforts and everything that you do. That's all of us across the board, from Earl Braswell to ECEO, the official Miss Jamaica, Terry Cherry, EXO Music, Keith Wallace, SemiQuest, Triple P, Bubba Dub. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on and on and on. Family inclusive, because everyone is doing what it is that they have to do to move the needle in their lives. But this, ladies and gentlemen, when you have a landing page and you're opening yourself up and you're saying, hey, check out who I am, get to know me. Before you even get to the point where you say, hey, buy my book, now get to know me. See, it's a whole different level to it. So I'm gonna stop talking. It's 5:59. So we're gonna close out with Angel Williams and
Tenant by yours truly, Lynette Williams. I want to ask you a question real quick. When you hear the word tenant, what's the very first thing that pops into your mind? Go ahead. Take a second. I'll wait. Did you picture someone renting a house, an apartment down the street? Someone, the tenant by yours truly, Lynette Williams. I want to ask you a question real quick. When you hear the word tenant, what's the very first thing that pops into your mind? Go ahead. Take a second. I'll wait. Did you picture someone renting a house, an apartment down the street? Someone writing a check on the first of the month and trying not to break the lease? Be honest. That was my answer too. But then I started thinking, let me ask you another question. What happens when that tenant stops paying? Think about that for a second. If a real-life tenant moved into your house, stopped paying rent, trashed the drywall, invited a whole crowd of loud strangers who don't belong there, and refused to leave, how long would you actually let them stay? A month? 6 months? A year? You'd have an eviction notice posted on that front door so fast, LOL. You wouldn't negotiate. You wouldn't apologize for demanding your keys back. So let me ask you something a little harder. Why do we let people and pain live inside our minds, rent-free for years? Who signed the lease? Why does an insult someone threw at you 20 years ago still get its own fully furnished bedroom in your head? Why does an ex who moved on ages ago still hold the master key to your peace? Why does old guilt get to sit at the foot of your bed every single night while you're trying to sleep? Why does fear get the master suite while your own dreams are forced to sleep in the cold, crowded hallway? And why? Why do we keep paying the power bill for people and memories that do nothing but drain us? See, that's the tenant I'm talking about today, not the one renting a brick and mortar apartment down the block, the ones living inside your chest. Some of us have a house full of squatters we've never had the courage to kick out. Failure, rejection, trauma, shame. The person who walked away without an explanation, the toxic words an authority figure spoke over you when you were just a kid. We've let them stay so long that we've forgotten what the house looked like before they moved in. We've literally started calling the noise normal. But let me ask you this. Is it really your home, or is it just occupied by ghosts you're afraid to confront? Who signed their lease anyway? Because I know I don't remember handing Fear the keys. I don't remember signing a contract that said shame could unpack its bags and stay for life. I definitely don't remember agreeing to pay for somebody else's mistakes with my own sanity, calculating the rent. If a tenant isn't paying rent, they are costing you money. And these mental tenants, their rent is astronomically expensive. Every single day you let them stay, look at what they charge you. They charge you your confidence. They charge you your sleep. They charge you your focus. They charge you fresh opportunities because every new decision has to get vetted by an old memory. They charge you your ability to love freely without expecting a betrayal. And the worst part, the rent keeps going up. You're paying top dollar in stress, tears, and pure exhaustion just to keep permanent housing open for temporary pain. You own the property. Your soul holds the deed, yet somehow you're feeling like a guest, walking on eggshells in your own home while the squatters throw a party in the living room. Eviction day. It's time to step up and become the landlord of your own life, not out of spite, not out of explosive anger or bitter revenge, but out of deep, unshakable self-respect. Eviction isn't about hate. Eviction is about self-preservation. It's putting your foot down and saying, your lease has expired. You haven't paid a single dime toward my peace. You've wrecked the space I worked so hard to build, and today you have to go. Some tenants don't deserve another month. Some memories don't deserve another room. Some people shouldn't have access to the key anymore. Changing the locks. So here is my last question for you today. Who is currently living in your mind? And when are you finally going to serve them their papers? You don't need to ask for permission to reclaim your own space. You don't owe an apology to the memories that broke you when you decide you're done letting them rule you. Your mind was built to be a sanctuary, a workshop, a home. It was never meant to become permanent housing for temporary pain. the next time that tenant starts getting loud, talking over your peace, questioning your worth, dragging up yesterday, trying to convince you that you aren't enough, don't argue with them. Don't offer them coffee. Don't let them unpack another bag. Look that tenant dead in the face and say, pause, hush, you don't pay rent here anymore, because this mind, this heart, this life belongs to me now. Feel free to check out, like, and leave a comment on my latest blogs at rawtruenovels.org. The Tenant by yours truly, Lynette Williams. I want to
Damn, my bad. I done said all this shit over here because I ain't want y'all goddamn hearing me over here eating and all this other kind of smacking and stuff. I didn't talk all kinds of shit. I was giving compliments. I don't even know if the what you call that thing? The closed caption picked me up and y'all could have read what I was saying. Thank you, y'all, telling me I need to unmute my shit. What I was saying was, because obviously I said a lot of shit, right? I said, pause. 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 Give me back my key. You do not live rent-free in me, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. I'm with you. I'm with you. And if my face express says something, then you could just figure out what it. I didn't say it exactly what I said, but you can go back to the muted version and make your own shit up. Put your own shit up in there. How about that? Cut a little bit out, have me not saying nothing, and you put the mimic words up in there. Yeah. Make a meme out of my ass. I don't give a damn. But what I'm telling you is the people that we deal with are some talented individuals. Smart intellectuals, powerful minds. If you need assistance, if you need help in any genre or within any space, when you deal with folks that you can call and their resources and they're not liabilities, they're assets. Yeah. That's when you're really moving the needle. That's when things are going in the right direction. And are there going to be bumps in the road? Of course, there's bumps in the road in every part of your life. Every day you wake up, there could be a bump in the road. Hell, you might not fucking wake up, or you might wake up and might not make it to sleep. Because you're permanent dirt now. So while you're here, while you have the opportunity to be the best version of you that you should be, and that's not me telling you this, because when I'm talking to you guys, you can best believe I'm talking to myself. Because actually I am talking to myself, because nobody's in this studio, just me. In these cameras, so I'm literally talking to my fucking self. So I'm saying, self, you need to get your shit together. You need to get your act together. Get your ass in gear and go be the greatest fucking version of yourself that you could ever possibly become. Every day. And if, I put A1 version and became A1 version of me today, tomorrow, I've got to sit there and trump that. And I ain't talking about Donald Duck. That's another question I need to ask y'all. When the motherfucker yell out duck and the motherfucker don't duck, whose fault is it? Just wondering. Hey, man. It's been another great episode of Industry Talk here on the Prime Time Network. And don't think I'm just going to leave and have forgotten. I do follow up. Yeah, I do follow up. And if, in fact, the ladies and the gentlemen that are actors and actresses want to come and be, because You Ain't My Type is being filmed in Mississippi. And that's why I shot that out to folks in Mississippi. You know, we may come to Houston or Dallas to do some episodes, but production is happening here in Mississippi. That's where we're kicking this thing off. So if they're interested and they can get to Mississippi to help make it happen, then cool. If not, I'm not begging nobody to bring their asses from nowhere else, but I am here in Mississippi, and this is where production is actually going to kick off. All right? So You Ain't My Type, man.
You ain't my type, but you might be tonight. I'm good. You ain't my type.
Come on, baby, change my mind. I'm good.
We'll laughs. Let's see what we find. You ain't my type. They never felt this fun. Woo!
And as always, beautiful people, it's about health, wealth, wellness. Pause. Yeah. Pause. You will not live rent-free. You will not be something that is more or less a cancer that has metastasized through my entire body and is taken over. No. I'm empowering myself to take back control. And with that, beautiful people, stay dangerous. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us, because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.